Global emissions of carbon dioxide continues to grow. Global temperatures continue to increase. The ice in Antarctica and Greenland is melting at record speed. Sea levels are rising. Anything else? We are approaching critical tipping point that could spin global warming completely out of control with no possibility of reversing developments. In this video, we will discuss how the climate change is affecting our planet and what will be its consequences. You know, the energy we use has a huge impact on the environment and the world's climate. We are burning massive amounts of fossil fuels that release CO2 and pollute the air. Tons of CO2 emitted into the atmosphere this year is 1.3 billion. In 2019, about 43.1 billion tons of CO2 from human activities were emitted into the atmosphere. This was an all-time high, breaking the previous record from 2018. The emissions could form a giant CO2 cube measuring 30 kilometers on each side. And we are heading in the wrong direction. So just to be clear, despite all the good intentions and the signing of the Paris Agreement in 2016 with the purpose of reducing CO2 emissions are still going up. The Paris Agreement aims to keep the rise of global temperature to 2 degrees Celsius in this century, or if possible to 1.5 degrees. This will require huge changes. With current policies, we are heading for a 3.7 degrees Celsius increase by 2100. The increase in global temperatures is beyond any doubt. The question is by how much? World average temperature right now is 14.88 Celsius, and if we will be able to stabilize global warming before it's too late, global temperatures have increased by 0.9 degrees Celsius since 1880, with over 2/3 of the increase happening in the last 50 years. A whopping 750 billion tons of ice is melting every year due to global warming. That's 24,000 tons of melting water being added to the world's oceans every single second, or the same as 10 Olympic swimming pools 24/7 a year. Sea levels are rising at an accelerating pace. Globally, average sea levels have risen about 24 centimeters since 1900. About a third of the increase has taken place in the last 25 years. The rise in sea levels are expected to reach 1.2 meters in this century because of the climate change. Sea level rises are accelerating as a consequence of accelerating ice flows from Greenland, Antarctica, and the world's glaciers. Every year, we don't take the necessary steps to stop climate change. It will add another $500 billion to the cost of climate inaction by 2030. If you don't know, the annual global energy consumption is estimated to 580 million terajoules. That's 580 million trillion joules, or about 13,865 million tons of oil equivalent. Let me tell you about a mind-boggling potential. During 1 year, the Earth absorbs about twice as much energy from the Sun as will ever be obtained from all the Earth's non-renewable resources. That's the combined energy from all the coal, oil, natural gas, and uranium that ever existed in 6 months of sunlight. The Sun could power the world easily. Terajoules of solar energy striking Earth globally this year is 1,165 billion so far. In less than 80 minutes, the Sun provides us with the same amount of energy that the total world uses for 1 year. In a year, the Sun could power the world almost 7,000 times over. Of course, we will never be able to recover that amount of energy, but that's not necessary. Less than 2% or 1% would be more than enough. Terajoules of electricity used worldwide this year is just above 23 million. You should know that coal is still the largest source of electricity. Global electricity consumption has a major effect on our environment. Most electricity is produced by burning coal, a lot of coal. Burning of coal is highly polluting and releases CO2 into the atmosphere. Globally right now, 27% of electricity is produced from renewable sources. The share of electricity globally produced from renewable sources is expected to grow from 26% in 2019 to 30% in 2024. And don't get surprised if I tell you that the end of oil is coming. Time left to end of oil right now is 47 years and 254 days. Either because we run out of oil or because the world manages to change to green energy alternatives because we run out. Let's hope for the latter. That's for now. Give a thumbs up and support me by subscribing, it means a lot. And let me say goodbye to you with the hope that the world we live in will be able to slow down the climate change.